For classic matches, just like the World Cup videos, why not go to patreon.com/drunkredhead. More of the flippy dippies now with What Happened on My Universe mode! Yep, 205 Live is back, and this time it was in Bloomington, Illinois. We began with a nice big match with Cedric Alexander facing off against Rich Swann. Alexander started this one off with an enziguri, which he followed up with a half Nelson suplex. That's quite a follow-up. He then had his dropkick reversed and got tornado DDT'd by Rich Swann. He then followed that up with a super kick and then got chucked out the ring by Alexander. Cedric then took to the top rope and hit a crazy frog splash on the back of the neck of Rich Swann, which should have broke his neck, but he just got up and reversed the next move, hitting a twisting Hurricane Rana in the process. He threw Cedric Alexander into the steps and hit a Hurricane Rana before getting reversed. Swann then ate a discus clothesline before Cedric Alexander went back in the ring, hit a springboard dropkick to the outside, which barely connected, but he took him back inside, hit a springboard clothesline and the lumbar check, which he then went for the pin and got the pin. 1, 2, 3, Cedric Alexander victorious. A tired Alexander celebrated but was quickly joined in the ring by Noam Dar, who threw him into the corner and raked at his eyes. Noam Dar continued his assault, hitting a chop block on the disorientated Cedric Alexander. He then locked him in the champagne super knee bar. Alexander tapped out, but Noam Dar was not done. He finally finished it off with a running enziguri, celebrating to the crowd. Moving on to match number 2 now, which was a tag team contest pitting TJP and the Brian Kendrick. They were taking on the person they've been taking on recently, Gran Metalik, and a tag team partner that he didn't reveal until it was too late. It was Johnny Gargano. The match began with TJP and Gran Metalik, with Gran Metalik hitting a spin kick and a sling blade before nailing TJP with a Hurricane Rana. Metalik continued the offense with a corkscrew moonsault, but his next move was ducked and TJP hit a neckbreaker before tagging into Brian Kendrick, who hit a reverse DVD and a senton. Gran Metalik reversed a spin kick, hit a drum kick and then had a super kick party with Johnny Gargano for some double teamness. Gargano then hit another super kick and an Northern Light suplex and another super kick before throwing Brian Kendrick to the outside and hitting him with a backdrop on the apron. TJP tagged himself in illegally, hit a clothesline to the outside on Gargano when he got back in, hit him with a series of Hurricane Ranas, first a reverse, then one off the top rope and then an amazing springboard moonsault. Johnny Gargano was able to reverse after that before tagging into Gran Metalik, where we got another bit of double teamness with a double super kick and then a head scissor takedown. He got rid of Brian Kendrick with a sunset flip powerbomb, then hit a moonsault off the second rope and a Michinoku driver to finish off TJP and finally get a win over this pair. Metalik and Gargano celebrated as we headed into what was supposed to be our main event, as Akira Tozawa was supposed to be taking on Jack Gallagher. However, Neville, the Cruiserweight champion, appeared on the ramp during Tozawa's entrance. The champ followed his new #1 contender to the ring without being seen before eventually choking him on the ropes when he did see him. Bit of an anticlimactic attack, but he made up for it with the beating he gave him, first with that move, then with a Hurricane Rana and a knee to the back of the head. Not even the referee was safe from this attack as he ate a super kick from Neville. He finished Tozawa off with a massive powerbomb and ended the show standing over his lifeless body. And that's it for another edition of What Happened on My Universe mode. SmackDown next, like and subscribe.